when marriages end, our inner critic comes out. That's the voice that's telling you so many negative things you don't want to hear. That's the voice that's been in your head probably for as long as you can remember. Today, we're going to talk about your inner critic, and I'm going to give you one tool if you stick around to listen and find out how to beat your inner critic, how to reframe, and how to do it a little bit differently. So what is your inner critic? Maybe we should start there. That's the voice you hear inside yourself that's telling you you're not enough. You are always wrong. You messed up too much this time. Maybe you messed up more than you ever have, or you've always been a mess. Your inner critic is that voice that's always discounting you. It doesn't believe in you. It's never given you credit. And it's the one that probably echoes painful parts of your past. Today, you're going to learn a way to simply change that story, to modify it. And the most important thing here is that it's your story. The stories that we tell ourselves are often the most powerful ones. And it's amazing to think that the story we're telling ourselves is under our control. It's our impression. It's our responsibility. So you can tell yourself the story of how you're always wrong, but divorce is a great opportunity to actually do something different. So, what are we going to do different? It's pretty simple. We're going to travel to our past. We're going to get back in touch with that younger version of us. See, your mind doesn't know any different other than that story that we tell ourselves. We listen to it, we acknowledge it, and we agree. And that inner voice gets louder every time we agree with it, every time we acknowledge it, every time we believe it. All we have to do is realize that it's our inner voice, that we are telling the story, that we have to change it. We don't have to hide from it anymore. We can either accept the inner voice that we hear, or we can reframe it. And how we reframe it is pretty simple. We go into our past, way back for some. For me, it seems like yesterday and so long ago. And we find a photo, a simple photo, a photo that's really special. And it's special for the ways that you probably don't even know. It's special because it's the photo that you hate the most. That's right. It's that goofy photo. It's that awkward photo. It's that photo you don't want to show anyone. Matter of fact, it's the photo you didn't want to show anyone. And maybe you're like me. Maybe that photo is the photo that your mom or dad loved absolutely more than the rest of them. Even though you didn't get the lasers in the background, your haircut wasn't how you wanted it to be, you were in an awkward pose, or maybe you were in your chubby stage, or maybe all of those, just like me. So, go back there. Find those old photos of your past. They might be with your parents. Hey, your parents might have gifted them to you, like they were kind enough to give to me. And if that's the case, take the time. Open up the album, open up the plastic bag, wherever they're stored, maybe in a shoebox, and get in touch with them. Spend time there. Lay them out on the ground and find that one. You might find a couple. I know I did personally, but it was a great opportunity to reconnect with that younger version of ourselves. And now that you got that photo, that one in the past that was so awkward, I want you to do something. I want you to look at it deeply. And I want you to consider, would you ever talk to yourself in the way that you're talking to yourself now in divorce? That you failed, you've always been a failure, you'll never be loved again? Are those things you would say to that little child, that little you? I don't think so. Matter of fact, I know you wouldn't. So the question is, why do you speak to yourself that way? Why do you let yourself downplay? And why do you beat yourself up like that? None of it's right, but that's okay. It's human nature. What we're gonna do next is reframe. We've now accepted that we would never talk to ourselves that way. We have to understand that that little version of us is who we still are today. That younger version of you, little Benjamin in this case, still exists in the world. That younger Benjamin still thinks he's not good enough at times, that he'll never be loved, that no one cares for him. And that's simply not true. If you look back in your life, you would see that you would be loved numerous times. Matter of fact, if you're watching this channel and you're this far in, you've probably been divorced. And if that's the case, you've been loved, right? Okay, it didn't work out. I acknowledge it. Mine didn't work out either, okay? But you've been loved, and that's the important thing. Once you're able to walk some of those beliefs back a little bit, you get a different lens to look at life. And when you look at life in that lens, that it's not necessarily true, the story you're telling yourself, that's when things really open up. That's when things start to change. So now that we've accepted the fact that little Benjamin or your little version of yourself still exists in the world today, here's where we're going to do the powerful thing. We've acknowledged the fact that we would never talk to ourselves or a little child, more importantly, in the manner of saying that they were never good enough, or they'll never amount to anything, or they'll never be loved again. The real breakthrough comes when you can talk to yourself like you would a child that needs compassion, that needs care, that needs love. And that sounds like this. I want you to look at that photo. I want you to say to your little self, I love you. You are enough. Everything's gonna be okay. This is all gonna work out. It's just a moment in time. You can also say things like, you deserve support in this transition. And make sure you lastly say, I love you. When you can form a healing relationship with your younger self, with that little you that's still inside of you, inside of all of us, that's when the magic happens. By healing that relationship with your younger self, you're just building a stronger foundation for you of the future. You're helping melt those insecurities, and you're strengthening you in ways that you can only imagine. So this is a simple concept that can change everything from the lens that you see the world. Here's the thing though, it's not easy, it's simple. You gotta make the choice to do it. So, I wanna hear about it. Matter of fact, I'd love to, well, maybe not. I was just saying I'd love to see what that looks like for you. But maybe in our deeper work, we can share our photos of ourselves in childhood. But today, just keep that work to yourself. Go back, find your younger version of yourself in that photo you didn't want to show anyone, you still don't want it today. Matter of fact, I still carry around this photo with me. And it comes up at the most unique and special times. On those times that I don't believe in myself, or those times that I may question where I'm at or what I'm doing. The photo just will fall out of my pocket, will pop out of my wallet, or make itself known. It's pretty incredible what the universe will do once you accept the reality that we're not in control. What we are in control of is the story that we tell ourselves though. So take the chance, take the dare here, take the physical challenge, go back to your youth, find that photo of yourself that you don't want to show anyone. Ask yourself, would you tell that kid that they weren't enough? Whatever story you're telling yourself in divorce, go back there and try it. And then I want you to do the powerful thing. Accept that you would never talk to little you that way. And talk to him in a way that is compassionate. That it's all gonna be okay. That I love you. That we're gonna get through this. It's just a moment in time. Treat that kid like you would want to be treated in that situation. Treat yourself like you would that kid. That's the powerful spot. Once you do that, your world will open up and change.